Yo, what is up, guys? So I got some of the new Darklords in action, and they're looking like pretty good. Like, just watch what this deck can do. I think it's got a lot of potential, especially because like Christia is such an insane card. And the fact that you can just search out for whatever one you want, plus the trade-ins, the Hecatrice with the Valhallas, it's really easy to start dumping monsters out onto the board or in your graveyard. And it's kind of cool to see it against one of the high-tier decks right now in the game, which is funny because Blue Eyes is actually meta here in the game now. And his build right here, I wouldn't say is like super efficient with Maiden. A lot of players have actually dropped that card completely. The old school, like the first of the Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. But nonetheless, it's there, and it's going to be facing off against the Darklords. And heck, dude, this card, the Darklords Temptation, this card being able to take control of one face-up monster your opponent controls is really good, because it also puts that Darklord in the grave, which you can call the Haunted or get back through other means in the game, whether it's Christie or something like that. You can do a lot of shenanigans with this deck, and you can OTK, you can definitely stall for a while. We have the IX tab over here. We got Zerato, which is actually an old Darklord, but it's cool to see all these like older decks get some support. But I still think Valhalla is one of the crazier cards in the game. He was able to go ahead, and he was trying to attack somebody. He's going to go ahead and send one Darklord or fall one monster from his hand to the grave, and then destroy one card on the field. And actually, this card actually helps out the deck a ton. When I first originally saw this card, I was like, hey, it's like so mediocre. You only get to get rid of one. If it was to get rid of two, then it would have been really, really good. But it helps the deck have a lot more consistency, especially with a lot of the cards in this deck. They're all geared around consistency. Like Altar of the Darklords, especially on Darklord from your graveyard in defense position. If it was quick play, it'd be much, much better. Not so you can obviously activate it during your end of your opponent's turn, but again, if you're using some of the newer cards with the Darklords falling from grace, like the artwork on this card is cool, but it actually is really good. Again, just sending one from your hand or face up on the field, it just allows you to kind of just have that extra target for the deck to have. But anyways, now that he's going to offer this play because he's got Superbia, and he's going to go ahead and bust out the new X tab over here. So you can discard this card and one Darklord or Fallen card to draw two cards. That's a really good effect. Obviously being able to cycle through the deck, and a lot of the cards are relatively high levels, so I mean you could conceivably put Level Eater in the deck, and you can definitely go for more rank 8s or other obscure levels. Perhaps the Darklords normally wouldn't make. A lot of them are actually 8, but anyways, I got another replay for you guys over here, and they're looking like they're pretty good. So thanks Battler Pone. Or actually, no, Zermus over here. Well, thanks for bringing the opponent here. Zerms4 over here with the sick replays of the Darklords. But seriously, like, the consistency that the deck has is really good. But the Vandy's Amphiness was there to say no to that. But watch, again, what the deck can do. Like, I feel like this card just makes the deck so much better. Because, like I said, originally I was looking at this card to be like if Icarus Attack was to destroy one card. Because you're using two cards to get rid of one, but you are actually sending a card to the graveyard, because it's hand or face up on the field. And, with Icarus Attack, you have a lot of targets you can just summon. Okay, Tribute to Blackwing, or Wing Beast, right? Easy stuff. But with this deck, like, sometimes you just don't have the option to summon a monster, and that's really where that card comes. And then there's also this card, the Tezcat Lipoka is the other Darklord. So if a Darklord or Fallen one monster you control be destroyed by a card effect, while this card's in your hand, you can discard it instead. So you can keep up your cards, and on top of that, he's got Superbia over here. So when it's specialed, you get to target a fairy-type monster in graveyard, except for Superbia and Special Summon. I just feel like Christie is what makes this deck. Like, it doesn't matter what format it is, Christie will still be like super relevant in the game, because if your opponent can't special summon, they usually just lose. Like, that's just what happens with most decks in the game. Maybe except for, like, maybe Monarchs. But even that deck, it technically kind of needs special summons for the most part. I mean, I know that we have, like, the Monarchs and so forth, but, the Bandless come around the corner. If Monarchs get hit pretty hard, I mean, Cosmos with no special summoning, not the greatest thing. If you look at most of the other decks, Burning Abyss is like, try playing a Burning Abyss with no special summoning. Like, you're just going to get wrecked relatively fast. But anyways, he summons this card, and you can discard it so you can keep your Darklord or Fallen ones alive. You pay 1,000 life points to target one Darklord spell trap card in your graveyard, and when that card is activated, you shuffle that card into that deck. And then you can only use the effect of it once per turn. You can only special summon Tezcat Lipoka once per turn. I think it's a decent card, and it's got decent attack too, but I really just like this card. I think this card is what like really helps out. You just throw it in the graveyard, and then you get to special summon it with the oh, where's that card? The one that just special summons one of the Darklords. Actually, hold on, I gotta get used to the names of all these Pot of Cupidity, pretty cheeky cards. Altar, so this is the one that special summons it, and then It does summon in defense position, but this one, obviously, when it special summons something, you can put it to attack position and then just be like, oh, it's Christia. And it still has good stats. It's 24 defense. And then he's going to go ahead and summon Superbius. Superbius special summons Tezcat. And then he's going to go ahead and take 1,000, shuffle the card back into the deck. That card still does die because he's going to go ahead and attack over it. But you can see how good the deck is. Trading Christia because I believe at that point he had two in the graveyard. And then he's going to go ahead and summon the Mastema over here. So if this card is in your hand, you discard 2 other Dark Lords and are fallen 1 card to special summon this card. Then during either player's turn, you can pay 1,000 life points to target 1 Dark Lord spell trap card. This effect becomes that target's effect when that card is activated, and then shuffle that target into the deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. So they really want to put back the cards so you can recycle some of the cards that are just like special summon one, like, you know, the really good stuff. He's going to go ahead and just get that free monster, and he's going to go ahead and just be like, oh, Psych Blue Eyes is now on my team. Really good stuff, and you can see how the deck can OTK pretty fast. It has really good consistency, and it has technically stun with Christia. So, I mean, I feel like what makes a good deck good in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it either stuns, it OTKs, or it has that ability to have a lot of really good consistency on itself. And this deck looks like it's going to have most of those things, but like, I guess against something like, who playing Evil Swarm now? I mean, Evil Swarm might have a good matchup against this, but anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts are on the new Dark Lords now that we've seen them in action. I think that they are actually pretty decent, and I think they have a little bit of potential in the game, just because, again, they have those 3 factors: consistency, OTK, and the ability to stun. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you guys give that like button a titty slap, and thanks, Mr. Zerns, for sending in this awesome replays. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'm signing out.